My name's Tommy Long. I'm running for Haywood County Commissioner. I'm 52 years old. I'm a product of Haywood County Schools. I have a degree in electronics engineering, and my professional experience includes 32 years working in industrial controls, electronics, and electrician work. Also, I have a lifetime involvement with agriculture, mainly beef cattle and row crop farming several years ago. I'm the son of a small business owner. I actually was a partner in a small business, and I have deep roots here in Haywood County. The cemetery I'm standing in contains all of my relatives, and I'm a sixth generation Haywood County native. Well, this is kind of a loaded question where you give me an opportunity to take a jab at our incumbents. But I do think Haywood County would be a different place. And first of all, when I started this commissioner race, there were several people came up to me and they make comments. And naturally, one of the things I hear all the time is about the animal shelter. I love animals. I'm an animal lover. I have no problem with the animal shelter. We needed one. Our old one was about out of compliance. It was outdated, and we certainly needed one. But I think we could have been wiser. I think we could have been better stewards of the taxpayer money, and we could have probably used some county land that we already had available and found a better space and built a bigger animal shelter. I understand the one we have now is nearly at capacity, so it's the paint's not even dry, and it's nearly full. So I think we could have built a bigger building. And the big problem with where we built the building was it's in the medical corridor. We could have got some ad valorem taxes from that property if we'd have had a doctor's office or a Duke Life Point facility move in there. Now then, it's off our tax books forever because it's county property. I think there could have been a better place to build that building, and we could have used the money that we spent on the very expensive property to build a bigger, better building for our animals. Well, everyone talks about the opioid issue, and it is a priority. We have to spend money on the opioid issue. I talked to Sheriff Christopher here recently in a meeting. He said he had 137 beds and 131 of them were full that evening. It was a Tuesday evening. He said those prisoners cost us $78 a day. And at $78 a day, that runs into like $10,200 is what we had out on 131. And he said before the night was over, he would be full. Also, the mental health issues surrounding this situation is astronomical. He said we were putting nearly 250,000 miles on a county vehicle and a driver to carry these involuntary commitments to a state hospital. And they had to go wherever there was an available bed. So if Morganton was full, they went on to Raleigh, and if Raleigh was full, they had to go on down east. So it's a huge problem. We have to address it in our public schools. We have to have some way where we can stop this and educate our kids and work really hard toward that. I'll support the sheriff any way. We have a great sheriff, and I'll support him any way we can. Usually election points are talking about jobs. I do think we're a little behind on our wages. If there's any way I can do to increase that, I'd look toward that. But this election year is different. Our unemployment rate's 3.7%. It's down drastically from last year at 5.2. We're below the state and national average, and there's signs all over Haywood County, help wanted. So you have to kind of think that most people that want a job probably have one. And so when I stand here, or my opponents stand here and say, we're going to bring jobs in, and I'm all for that. And I want high-paying industrial jobs. And I think we can get some of our people back from Buncombe County if we can do that and utilize our Beaver Dam Industrial Park. But really, we have a worker shortage now that has to be addressed. So I can't be Santa Claus here and promise you all kinds of a bag of toys when we may not have the resources to do that. So I think we can improve the living for our current residents, try to look toward increasing our wages, and go that route. Well, national politics are national politics, and there's some deep feelings about both parties' platforms, and there's a difference. But as far as the county goes, I've quoted John F. Kennedy in several places. John F. Kennedy said that we don't need the Republican answer, nor do we need the Democrat answer, but we need the right answer. And I think Haywood County residents want results, and I think they want somebody that's got the right answer for Haywood County. And I certainly think that I can work with anybody that's elected on that board with my unique perspective from my various fields, and we can come up with the right answer for Haywood County. And so that's what I'm looking to do. And, we're on a board. I'm not running for president, Congress, state legislature. I've got to work with four other folks, and I think I can do that. So that's what we're looking for. Fund balance. Boy, that's a nice question. You know, I came from a family at one time where there was 7 people living under the same roof. I'm the last of 5 children, and I certainly know how to pinch a penny and stretch a dollar. I also know how to put back for a rainy day and put back for when opportunity presents itself to go ahead and be able to pounce on a great opportunity. So I certainly know from a young age what it means to have a good fund balance. And our fund balance, you're right, our fund balance is up. It's at a healthy level now. Our bond rating is now A2. And, you know, I certainly would look at a point to where good government practices indicate to where we're in a very safe place and we're moving that way. Our fund balance is up and our debt is going down. We reduced it by nearly $3 million last year, and I want to continue those practices. And at some point, certainly I want to look for tax relief and possibly giving some of our county residents some relief on their tax bill. And we can do that if we manage well, make wise decisions, and be good stewards of the people's money, and I think I can do that. I really believe that I'm a multidimensional candidate that can represent all of Haywood County. I've got 32 years of industrial experience in electronic controls. I have a lifetime experience in agriculture, and I have industry, agriculture, and business experience. And I've served on many community boards, from the church to the local community organization here with the Bethel Youth. And I have a vast array of experience that I think I can bring to the table that will add that little extra perspective that will help our board make good decisions. I think I've walked in everybody in Haywood County's shoes at one time or another. I've cried your tears. I think I've shared your victories. And I think when I come to the table that I can add that mix that's necessary for a board to work effectively.